Hey there, my name is Adam Smith, and I am the JJM Area Director for West Sound Youth for Christ. We serve all of Kitsap and North Mason. And I wanted to share a little bit about what's going on with JJM in our area and what it is that we do and a little bit about how people can get involved. Ultimately, juvenile justice ministry is one of our ministries at West Sound Youth for Christ that goes out and reaches teenagers between the ages of 11 and 19 that are more in the higher risk category. And a lot of these kids are found inside the juvenile detention facilities. This chapter has been actually around in our area since 1982, so they've been doing this for quite a while. I had someone on my team that had been doing chaplaincy through the juvenile detention for the past 20 years, and so we've been actually at this for quite a while. The things that we are doing today through JJM is we are continuing to do chaplaincy through our local juvenile detention facility here in Port Orchard, Washington. We also have a life skills class that we run through the juvenile detention, and we are actively in the process of building a mentoring program. So ultimately, what we do and why we do it is, number one, we're Christians, so we are motivated by the Great Commission to go out and tell everyone the good news about Jesus. But bigger than that, like why specifically we do this, is very simply that we're moved by compassion. These teenagers that we've met ever since we've done this, every one of them has some level of hurt and brokenness, feelings of abandonment, feelings that they are not wanted, that they maybe have made too big of a mistake, that they could never be loved or forgiven. They have a lot of questions. They sometimes they're angry, they're scared. But if one word could describe many of their feelings, it would just be feeling very alone. And most of us that seem to be motivated and just filled with compassion to reach out to these teenagers are parents ourselves. Like me, myself, my wife, and I have 5 wonderful children, and very thankful for them, blessed by them, and they really are great kids. But as we meet these kids, they sometimes will have one great parent, sometimes maybe not. Maybe it's difficult. Sometimes they're staying with a grandparent. Sometimes they're in a foster care situation. Everyone's story is so different, but the reality is a lot of these kids do not have the developmental assets that they need, and are acting out in some kind of a way. And it's just the reality of the situation. So the thing that really gets us up in the morning and has us go on this mission is just compassion for hurting kids. So what can we do about it? Well, there are 3 ways that people tend to get involved with Youth for Christ. And the first one is just simply praying for us, praying that God will send everything that we need and cover us and create open doors, and that His Spirit will draw these kids to Himself and allow God to transform their lives into something that started out very broken and turned it into something very beautiful. That's the first way, is just fellow believers praying for us. The second way to get involved is to volunteer some of your time. And it can literally be as simple as about an hour a month. It's really not that difficult. It's since we have multiple ways to get involved, every type of thing takes different amounts of time. So if anyone has a heart for this at all, being able to lean in and find a place where you can volunteer and make a difference, this is one of those ways. And the third one is like any other organization, where it's for profit or not for profit. Either way, everything's funded by finances. So finding people that maybe they can't go themselves, they don't have the time or capacity, or maybe they don't feel equipped, but they do care and they can send. And so that's another way that we help make this mission move forward to reach as many kids as possible. Now, we have some great partners already at work in the community. On top of the churches, we have Young Life, who's been here for a long time, and Coffee Oasis, I believe, started in 1997. So, and it started from something very similar, which was chaplaincy inside the juvenile detention, if I remember correctly. But either way, there are people that are really trying to do something here. And when you look at the statistics between Kitsap and Mason County, there are about 35,000 people between ages 11 and 19. And we are estimating that somewhere between 10 to 15% of these kids are more the higher risk category and need support that they're just not getting. So that's where places like Coffee Oak stepped in to fill a gap of reaching out to homeless kids where they're at. And it's partially why we do what we do through JJM, going into the juvenile detention and meeting with these kids. Our chapter does far more than that, but this is the current state of our JJM program. So if you're interested or you're curious, have questions, anything like that, please feel free to contact me. You can message me. You can leave something in the comments, or you can email me directly at adam@westsoundyfc.org and get some more information that way. But thank you for watching this, and please pray for us. If you would like to be put on our prayer partner list, shoot me your email. I'll make sure you get that. But other than that, God bless you guys. Have a great day.